All right, so welcome to the last portion of our journey. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about ethics, and we're going to be playing a game that tests your own moral decisions. And we're also going to be talking about values, and we're going to be making our own law posters, just like the Girl Scout law. Okay, so now I'm going to be discussing ethics. What is ethics? Ethics is the subject of dealing with what is right and what's wrong, and what moral obligation that we have to behave in the right way. So, if we want to be our best selves and see a change in the world for girls and arrive to a GIRLtopia, we should be trying to do the right thing and thinking about our actions before we do them. So, the Girl Scouts of USA, they conducted a study where they went into high schools and they asked high school students what they would do in a hypothetical situation that tested their ethics and their morals. Okay? So, one of the questions they asked them was, would they take money from their parents without asking? So, 5% of the students said that they would take money from their parents without asking. Okay? Then the next one they asked was, would you lie to protect a friend that vandalized school property? And 36% of the students said they would lie to protect a friend who vandalized school property. And the last one they asked is, would you cheat on a test? 66% of the students said that they would cheat on a test. Okay, what would you do in these situations? Are some of these situations a little more wrong than others? So I want you to take a piece of paper and a pencil, and I want you to think of a situation that you've been in where you didn't really know if what you were doing was right or wrong, okay? And then I'm going to talk to you about some tests that can determine whether that action was right or wrong morally. So now I'm going to tell you the 4 different types of tests that will help you decide if your decision is right or wrong. So we have the legal test. So is this choice that you're making against the law? You can break the law by mistake, but you can also choose to break it. Do you know the consequences of your decision? We have the gut feeling test. What is your gut telling you? Sometimes we have physical reactions in our body that let us know that we need to think about what we're doing before we do it. We have the top news story test. Would you feel proud if your choice was something on today's top news? What would your friends, family, and community think? And the role model test. Think of a person in your life that you highly respect. Think about it. Would this person be even thinking about making that choice that you're about to make? Okay, so if you didn't pass at least one of these tests, or even a couple of them, odds are that decision that you're about to make is wrong. So I'm going to share with you a time that I made a morally wrong decision and it didn't work out in my favor. So just like that 66% of students in high school who said they would cheat on an exam, when I was in high school, I decided to cheat on a history exam. I was not good at history in high school, and I wasn't confident in my abilities, and I really should have been because I'm an intelligent person. But, thinking back at it, if I were to think of those 4 tests that I just gave you, it would not pass the gut feeling test. My body was so anxious, and it was telling me that, this isn't the right decision. And also with the role model test, I was thinking about if I thought about someone in my life that is a role model and is very important, they would not make this decision to cheat on a test. So, do you want to know what happened afterwards? My teacher caught me and she gave it a 0 on my test, and she actually called my parents and told them the situation. So, after that, I never cheated on a test again. Okay, so the moral of this story is think about what you're doing before you do it. Think about this 4 tests that I gave you, and think if this decision is really morally right. because you don't want to get yourself into trouble that you can prevent. And you also just want to do the right thing because you know that that's not you as a person, and you actually have values, and you don't want to do something that's not in your character. All right, so now that we're experts on ethics, we're going to play a game which you're going to be helping people decide which decision is wrong and which one's right in a couple of dilemmas that they have. All right, but before I give you the instructions on how we're going to play, I would like you to take a couple of pieces of construction paper, and you're going to make your own sad face emoji on one piece and then a happy face emoji on the other piece. Okay, I printed mine out, so here's my sad face and here's my happy face. All right, so you can pause the video and take a couple of seconds to do that. All right, and then once you're done, I am going to give you a couple of different dilemmas. And then after I give you the dilemma, I'm going to show you two different responses that someone could take in that situation. So one is going to be the wrong choice, and one is going to be the right choice. So when you hear the wrong choice, I want you to put up your sad face emoji. And when you hear the right choice, I want you to put up your happy face emoji. Okay? So I am going to read my first scenario. So it's in the girl's journey book. Okay? Listen carefully. Victoria and two friends are at the multiplex deciding which movie to see. No one agrees on a movie. Why don't we buy tickets to Rocket Girl, which starts now, and then we can just slip into the theaters that are showing the other movies afterward, Kayla suggests. I don't think it's right to see 3 movies if we only pay for one, Aaron says. I'm buying a ticket to Emma's Diary for later this afternoon. You two can do whatever you want. Victoria can only pay for one ticket. Okay? So I'm going to read you 2 choices that Victoria can make in this situation. So I'm going to read them first. So Victoria can go along with Kayla and slip into other movies. Would you say this is a right decision or a wrong decision? Right? I'm going to tell you afterwards. And then Victoria can go into Rocket Girl with Kayla, but then say she has to go home for dinner. Would you say this is the right decision or the wrong decision? All right? So you can pause the video and take a couple of seconds to decide which one's right and which one's wrong. All right? So I'm going to give you the answers. So the one for Victoria going along with Kayla and slipping to other movie theaters, this would be the wrong decision. That would not pass the legal test. You know, they can get in really big trouble with the law, and you don't know what can happen afterwards. So the right decision would be paying for the movie Rocket Girl, going into the movie with Kayla, and then saying you have to go home for dinner. So you can use an excuse, that you're too busy to go to the other movies, as long as you're being safe. So, yay, right decision. All right, scenario number 2. All right, listen carefully. Mandy was having a great time dancing and singing karaoke at Kanchana's party. When she went upstairs to use the bathroom, she accidentally walked in the Kanchana's bedroom, where she found her best friend Olivia looking through Kanchana's jewelry. Olivia picked up a silver and turquoise bracelet and put it on her wrist. I'm just going to wear this to my date tomorrow. It matches my outfit, Olivia said. Don't tell Kanchana. I'll put it back when we come here for our Girl Scout meeting next week. Mandy was pretty sure Olivia would return the bracelet undamaged, but was it still okay for her to borrow it without asking? So these are the 2 choices that Mandy could make in this situation when she saw her friend taking her friend's bracelet. So this is the first choice. Mandy should tell Olivia that she should just ask if she can borrow the bracelet. Conchana shouldn't mind. Or Mandy shouldn't say anything. Olivia won't damage Conchana's bracelet. Right? So which one is the right choice and which one is the wrong choice? So you can pause the video. I'll give you a couple seconds to think about which one would be right and which one would be wrong. All right, so the one about Mandy telling Olivia that she should just ask their friend Conchana and that Conchana wouldn't mind, that is the right decision. Yay! And then the one about Mandy shouldn't say anything at all because she knows that Olivia won't damage the bracelet. That's the wrong decision. I mean, you know, if something were to happen to the bracelet, that would be really bad, and it's not the moral thing to lie to your friends. All right, scenario number 3. Your friends tell you that there's a party at Sam's on Friday and her parents won't be home, so there's going to be alcohol. Okay, so I'm going to give you 2 choices that you can make in this situation. Choice 1. Go to the party. Tell your parents that you're sleeping over your best friend Amy's house on Friday and having a movie night. Okay? Would this be the right decision or the wrong decision? Alright, so I'll read choice number 2 now. Tell your friends that you would rather just hang at home and watch Netflix and invite them to join. Would this be the right decision or the wrong decision? So you can pause the video. I'll give you a couple of seconds to figure out what would be the better choice for yourself. Okay? So, choice number 1, go to the party. Tell your parents you're sleeping over your best friend's house and having a movie night. That is the wrong decision. Okay? And there's a couple of reasons why. First of all, that party has alcohol and you're underage and you should not be having alcohol. That's illegal. And the second thing, their parents aren't home. So this, you know, since there's no supervision, someone can get really hurt and something could happen. And think about one of those tests, the top news story, that can come on the news, okay? And you would not be proud of yourself and a lot of people would not be proud of you, okay? So the right decision would be tell your friends that you would rather just hang at home and watch Netflix and invite them to join. Even though they might not listen to you, it's always good to encourage them to do the right thing. So that is the right decision. So very related to ethics, now I'm going to be talking about your own personal values. So our values are things that are very important to us in the way that we live and the way that we work. So some examples of values could be that you value being an honest person and you just value honesty in general, so you want other people to be honest to you. Or maybe that you value loyalty or you value being considerate. Okay, can you girls think of something that you say all the time that includes a lot of your values? Yeah? Well, I have it right here. The Girl Scout Law. So would you girls be able to say the Girl Scout Law with me? All right. I will do my best to be honest and fair, friendly and helpful, considerate and caring, courageous and strong, and responsible for what I say and do. And to respect myself and others, respect authority, use resources wisely, make the world a better place, and be a sister to every Girl Scout. So I want you to take a couple of minutes and to think about what the Girl Scout Law really means to you. Okay, so additionally to being in Girl Scouts, you belong to yourself. So, you know, I want you to think about what your own personal values are besides the values in the Girl Scout Law. So we are going to be creating our own law just like the Girl Scout Law. So I am going to show you the materials you'll need to do this. Alright, so you're going to need a piece of poster or cardstock paper to write your law on, some lined paper to write down your ideas of your values, a pen or a pencil to write your ideas. You're going to need either colored markers or crayons to write your law. And then anything to decorate it. So you can use rhinestones or stickers, or you can even use your crayons and markers to draw pictures that are a symbol of your values. And then glue if you wanted to put any rhinestones or stickers on it. So the first step to making your own law poster is you're going to take your lined paper and a pen, and you're going to write down a few of your personal values. So I'm going to do that now. So let me think. My values. I definitely value being understanding, being compassionate, loyalty, honesty, being confident and optimistic, and definitely being kind to my family, friends, and strangers. And my mental and physical health. Those mean a lot to me. Right? So here are a few of my ideas that I wrote down. And then once you have written down all of your values, you're going to take your cardstock or poster paper, and then you're going to take your markers or your crayons, and you're going to make the title of your law. So I'm going to write Amanda's Law. So whatever your name is, you're going to put your name, apostrophe S, and then law. And then you're going to take your lined paper with your ideas, and you're going to start writing your law on your poster paper in the format of the Girl Scout law. So it should start with, I will do my best to be. And then you're going to write all of your values that you included using your different markers and crayons, right? So I'm not going to write my whole law here because I actually have mine written already. So once you did your title and you wrote the law, you can take rhinestones or stickers or any, crayons or markers to make any pictures that represent your values. So I actually have my law right here, and I will decorate mine with you guys. So here's mine. Amanda's Law. I will do my best to be understanding and compassionate, loyal and honest, confident and optimistic, and to be kind and cooperative with my family and friends, and to all new people I meet. I will try to improve every day in my job and my studies, and I will take care of myself mentally and physically. I will love myself. So that is my law to myself. So like I said, you can decorate your poster afterwards. So I'm going to take some rhinestones and I'm going to glue some of them to my poster. So this will make it really nice. Okay, and then maybe I'll draw a picture of myself and one of my friends. Smiling to show that we are respecting each other and being loyal and honest with each other, and being kind. Okay, so here is my law poster. So I really advise you girls to take your law poster and maybe put it on your wall, because this is something that you should really be abiding by every single day, because these are your values and this is who you are. All right, so once you completed all of the activities that you're required to do for your Visionary Award for this journey, you're going to complete a Take Action project on your own. So this Take Action project is going to be focusing on an issue that females in society deal with today that's very important to you. And I do realize that you girls are quarantining right now due to COVID-19, so you can't really leave your homes to do this Take Action project. But I would like you to get creative within your home. So I'm going to share with you an idea that Girl Scouts have had in the past for a Take Action project. So the issue that they wanted to address was confidence and self-esteem in young girls. So a lot of young girls have low self-esteem because they're on social media and they're comparing themselves to other girls that are posting pictures with a lot of makeup or maybe a filter so they can try to beautify themselves. So they decided that they wanted to start a Real Me campaign. And what they did was they posted pictures of their natural self with no makeup, and they wrote on the picture #RealMe, and then they did #Girl Scouts, so that it started a campaign for Girl Scouts all over the country to start doing the same thing and embracing their natural beauty. So that is something that you can do within your home and that can really make an impact. All right, so that's the conclusion of the GIRLtopia journey. I hope that you had fun participating in the activities with me, and I hope you learned a little bit more about creating a utopia within yourself and creating a GIRLtopia, or an ideal world for girls. So I would really love to see some of the crafts that you completed with me. So I do recommend taking a picture of what you did and tagging Girl Scouts of Suffolk County on your Instagram or Facebook. So thank you for watching and being here with me, and keep a lookout for any more virtual programs that we're going to have on our Facebook. All right, have a good one, girls.